Top of the day to you, folks. This is your real estate housing market review for the Vancouver area for January of 2026. I've avoided using exaggerated terms like tanking or going downhill or things like that to describe the market, but it's kind of appropriate at this stage. If you look at this figure right here, 6.41%, and the figure right next to it, 4.7. 4711. So what that means is on January 1st, there was 4,711 houses on the market in the Vancouver area. And in January, 6.41% of those houses. And if you can see up this line, and we don't have to go that far, but it's never been that low. And certainly not in this century, in the last 26 years. But the Vancouver market is the second strongest economy in the country. I think there's two things to recognize with this. Is that number one, it has a tremendous bounce back factor. Because the economy is so strong, it has a tendency to bounce back and not go through a serious correction. It is going through a serious correction, but I don't think it's going to last long. The main reason that this is happening in the Vancouver area is the ban on foreign buyers, because the Vancouver area depended so much on immigration from mainly China and India, and that has been cut off because these people coming into Canada cannot buy residential housing now in Canada. There's a ban on it, and that ban is over at the end of this year, January 1st, 2027. Unless they extend it or change it, it's over. They will likely change it rather than extend it or actually just get rid of it. So if you look over here at the sales, it sort of illustrates the same thing. There was 302 residential housing sales in the Vancouver Real Estate Board in January of 2026. And you go back here to January 2025, it was 382. January of 2024, 388. So as you can see, the sales are down dramatically. The inventory is quite high. You look at figures back here in 2024 of 2,000, 3,000, then you're up to 4,000, and this is 4,711. It's not as high as it's been, but it's up there. Sales, if we look at the last 3 months and highlight those, the average of the last 3 months housing sales was 2,046,000. If you go back to the same 3 months, starting in November of 2025, it's 2,151. So basically over $100,000 down in your average price when you take a running average of 3 months and compare it to the previous 3 months. So what's going on in summary is Vancouver market is in a pretty serious correction. You need to remember that the stats are about a month behind. So what we're really looking at is deals that were written in the month of December that are now becoming unconditional and closing in the month of January. So it is a month behind, and December traditionally is the slowest month that realtors write deals, as about half of it is people are just shut down for vacation and for the holidays. So I think you'll see that number quite different when we do the February stats. And I also think you're going to see a very, very mild recovery to a balanced market in 2026. That is your Vancouver market review, housing market review for January of 2026.